Good day everyone, Les here from BG Trading. Hope you are well. Today we are going to be taking a look once again in Zip and Tyro, two companies that reported really well, and the question is why those stocks have fallen so much this morning after the report. In fact, it went up and then it started going down really deeply, and we have Tyro now 15% down and Zip about 10% down. We want to understand what's the narrative of the market regarding those two particular companies, our expectation, whether this is going to be a further crash or is just overreaction in the market and we could see a further upside on both those stocks. And to try to understand as well our strategy, how our strategy plays a big role on this type of market reaction, and how we by using our strategy you can definitely protect by potential crashes like that, especially if this crash is followed by a big jump in the next day. We don't know yet. I'm not implying there's gonna be a big rally tomorrow, but we could be trapped here with a similar situation we saw Newix last couple of weeks when they reported and the stock has fallen about 15-20%, something like that, and then went up back 20% on the following day. So let's have a look. Remember, this is not a financial advice, just as from BG Trading, sharing with you how we apply our strategies, how we set up targets, stop loss, chase 20-40% profit within 1 to 3 month lead time. Also, I would like to invite you to become a member of our free Facebook community, Buy, Grow, and Sell Strategy for Share Traders. We post a lot of great quality content, including some stock analysis about stocks that have potential to rally 20-40%. That's all about BG Trading, buy and sell growth strategy for share traders. And we do chase 20-40% only with a trading institution. We are not talking about long-term investments opportunities right here. Although some of the stocks that we believe there are further upside, we hold until the stock reaches what we call target one, or our long-term target, and then we get out and we buy another stock that is trading at technically discounted price. We avoid whatsoever buying stocks at the formal levels, and we only buy at technically discounted or technically fair price. Half of the successful trade is done by buying the stock at the right price. That is the key. Now let's take a look what's happening with Zip. And if you've been following us long enough, we are a big holder of the Zip. This morning we were 60% profit on Zip. Now we are about 42% profit on Zip, even though Zip has reported really well compared to the year before. Let's understand what's happening behind the scenes. So it's effectively Zip now a statutory profitable company. Although we're expecting Zip to report a small net loss, if adjusted, it is still $1 million net loss, but the big jump from $205 million net loss from first half of FY23 to adjusted net loss of $1 million. That is still a huge improvement. That's exactly in line, even exceed our expectations. Okay, so for us, this was an overreaction of the market. Sorry, this is Zip. Let's take a look on the Zip here, right here. So currently 85 cents. It touched almost $2. So went up to 99 cents this morning and fall. Obviously, there's a lot of sellers around 99 cents. This is a very psychological cash in or take the profit level, $1. But I'm still bullish about the stock, even though this is a big red candle. It wouldn't surprise me if tomorrow we have a big green candle here showing a green flag. So we want to understand why this is at the end, whether this is the end of the rally for Zip or we could see a further rally. And even though most of the time the stock market can be manipulated and plays a lot with our emotions, we want to get rid of all the emotions and come back and understand what's happening with it. So fundamentals are dramatically improving, or maybe I'm just saying improving quite a lot in comparison to the last year. The company has become cash flow positive. This is a huge green tick. Obviously, the market has already priced in a little bit, but what is the expectation for the full year? And the full year is to replicate this type of result and become net profitable by FY25, if not for the full year FY24. And I'm talking about the adjusted net profit or net loss. So we're looking at potentially break even or even net profit by the end of the year. That's what I'm expecting. But even if net losses for this financial year, if we take a look the previous year on Zip, the full year, that's what I'm talking about. So go to ASX website if you don't want to dig into the last year report and take a look what's happened with the stock for in the last financial year, and then you can compare to what is expected to happen into this financial year. It's a very powerful tool here that we have available. So essentially last year was $370 million loss. Okay, so we're looking at a nearly break even this year if it's not a net profitable position, and I'm talking about with adjusted numbers. So it's definitely improving, and when it's improving in that sort of a pace, I have no doubt this is a type of the stocks that I want to be sitting on. Even though we have these short-term headwinds, we could see after this big red candle, yes, we could see the stock coming down and meeting the SMA 40, and once again going to technically discounted price or fair price for the short term, but it's still the fundamental prospect is very positive. Now let's talk about the macroeconomics, and that's when this is what it really playing a big role here. And then if you believe interest rates cut will happen in this upcoming financial year FY25, then you're obviously expecting growth stocks to keep improving its share price and directly benefiting Zip warehouse funding costs to improve, and then therefore will bring further upside to the stock price. So we're looking at positive macroeconomics, obviously, unless CPI comes higher and hotter than expected, and then Fed definitely decides to increase interest rates rather than cut interest rates. If that is the case, then obviously that will be doomed for growth stocks in the short term and the mid term. But if really Fed give us indication there will be a rate cut this year or two, then we really still very positive about the overall prospect of growth stocks, including Zip. So fundamental aspect is positive, macroeconomic is positive. Now and if you understand what I'm doing here, then we're looking at those three items, and now at the technical aspect of the stock. Now the technical aspect of the stock is it shows that the stock is trading at the formal levels. It is natural, and we have done this projection before that we could have seen, and we probably will see Zip testing again its technically fair price, its moving average of 200 or moving average of 40 days moving average, which is around 73 cents. So if we bought, there are people buying this stock today at the open after we did posted our overview on the financial result. people bought the stock right at the open. And once again, that's a big mistake, because you should not be buying the stock at the formal area. If you're following BG trading, BGS turning strategy, you don't buy stock at the formal levels. You buy the stock at technically discounted price, or at the technically fair price. In the worst case, if the stock has a good growth prospect. So in this case, what's the best way to look into buy? Where we're gonna be buying, or maybe topping up Zip? Would it be, even if you miss the boat, that's it. There's plenty of the stocks out there. So would it be around this sort of level, 71 cents, or under or below? You want to buy below the SMA 40 for safety. And then now, because our average now is about 59 cents, because we have been averaging up since 38 cents, our original entry in October or November, something like that, it was October, at 38 cents, we have been averaging up the stocks. Now this morning we're up 60%. Now we are down to 42% profit. We're still at profit. We're not losing money. We're making money still. Okay, so just be careful. Always buy a technically discounted price. Don't get excited by results. The market is highly manipulated, and you can get knocked. Even as I said before, with looking at Newx and NXL, happens exactly like that. Look at what happened here. The stock has fallen quite like almost 20% in at the day of the report, and then went up the double after the report the following days. I'm not implying that could happen with Zip as well, but look. That's how the market operates, and if you have not enough funds to finance your trading positions, you should not be trading, guys. Seriously. So just make sure every time you're gonna top up or buy more at technically fair price, at the least. Best a technically discounted price. So this is our message right here. We're still positive about the midterm prospect for Zip, especially after this strong result. Obviously, the company is solvent. The business is going well and moving in the right direction. So if you ever want to be on the stock, it's when things are turning positive and we have confirmation. So I have no much doubt about Zip at 85 cents at the moment. But it's still trading at formal levels, okay? Now let's move to Tyro. Tyro is another stock reported really well and has been smashed. Got smashed this morning, unfortunately. But we are probably about 10% down from our entry now, because we are holding Tyro. Okay, I'm gonna try be very neutral when we are analyzing stocks that we've been holding. Some of the stocks that reported not as good as our expected, that we sold, even though we are holding, we sold, but Tyro, we don't think is the case, even though the technical aspect is looking a little bit dodgy. This is a very unusual candle here. It suggests a big further crash for the stock, but the truth is the company has reported positively, and when the fundamentals are strong, and we potentially will see RBA cutting rates. Okay, look. Again, two of our three key elements that we analyze when we're doing our analysis approach are favorable. The only one that we look at is TA. How is TA? Is the stock trading a technically discounted price? Yes, it is. And that's a big example of the stock trading technically discounted price, not only for the short term and for the long term, but also a stock that has strong fundamentals, has improved, has doubled its net profit from the last year, and also within more or less favorable macroeconomics. And that's what more or less, because retail tends to shrink if we have recession, but then most likely we'll see RBA stepping up and cutting rates, and that will directly benefit retail and obviously companies like Tyro. So for me, everything here is a green tick, And because we bought a technically fair price, our loss has been minimized to almost nothing. So we currently at, I'm gonna open right here to see, we are currently at 7% loss on Tyro because we have bought the stock at technically discounted price. We didn't buy at the FOMO, we didn't buy at the open, and that's a big mistake for everyone. You shouldn't be chasing stocks trading at the FOMO levels unless you're willing to speculate an intraday trade. Okay, so always buy under or at the SMA 40. That's my message right here, and Tyro definitely delivering the opportunity to buy a technically discounted price as we speak. This also could go up again tomorrow, or it just could keep going down. There's no guarantees in the market, but we work with facts and not with emotions. That's what we do. Even though the stock looks like it's gonna collapse, what are the facts? Are the fundamentals there? Yes. Are the macroeconomic potentially improving over the next 12 months? Yes. It's trading a technically discounted price? Yes. So you know the answer already. So this my position is still positive. I'm still positive for Tyro in the short to mid term. Even though potentially some so-called analysts could say there's overpriced, or the sentiment in the market is not positive. I think this overreaction in both stocks, okay, and I won't get knocked with that. But having said that, we managed to lock in almost 50%, 49% in Crypto Innovators ETF. We also trade ETF, guys. So we bought in January with our VP members. In 5 weeks, we locked about $14,000 profit right here. Real trades with real results right there. So this is how we do with our VP membership program. We post our entry, what we're doing. We posted the risks. So you see how crypto was trading, and then what we do, we post a target. What's our target's 50%. For some reason it came up 49% when we closed our position today, but that's okay, it's 1% anyway. So we got our stop loss. We know there's high risks, but then and then we wait for the stock to what happened here, and then in this case the ETF went up all the way to our target, and we locked in this morning together with some VIP members. So profit is only profit when it's locked in, and loss is only loss when it's locked in. So just gotta be careful with that. Okay, if you are in a negative position, it's very hard to pick up bottoms and tops. Even though our target was right at the top of the cycle, it's might gonna break out. Let's take a look here. It's like it's gonna break out here. If it breaks out, that's fine. We already made almost 50%. So we're grateful. Okay? So it probably is not going to be the top. It's going to be another top there. But that's fine. Okay? And when we take the bottom, we still go down a little bit because it's very hard to pick the bottoms. But we use this strategy. We got to have a patience. You got to understand the dynamics. And then obviously give a little bit time. And once reach the target 1 to 3 months, that's it. Get out. That's how we do. You can't expect to make huge money in 1, 2, 3 days or pick the bottom. Have patience, understand the dynamics, look into the fundamentals, and if the fundamentals are good, macroeconomics favorable, stocks trading at technically discounted price, the risks are reduced quite considerably. So many people has been asking about Zip and Tyro and my position on these financial results and the stock crashing. So my position was there, positive about those two stocks still, and locking profits as we go in order to make sure we are able to capitalize out of the stocks that are going well. Another stock that we locked in profits today was Kogan. I haven't actually had time to post our exit, but Kogan was our target of $7.95, but I locked in about 792 at 52% profit. Was huge. If you've been following us long enough, you know that we entered into a trade with Kogan. Was in 24th of January. We bought under $5. Now it's $7.89, $7.90. Great result. Again, the market did react positively for this one, which is good. Although some analysts are not willing to have this stock on a portfolio, so we capitalized 52% out of this position right here with our VIP members. Some of our VIP members, not all of them, but some of them. Okay, so hope that was valuable for you. The focus of this video was into Tyro and Zip. Still positive about it. We need to have a patience. We need to believe that our strategy is effective and hope for the best. Obviously, we need a little bit of luck as well. Market has no guarantees, but we think we are on the right direction. So let's see how it goes in the next few months as well. With new positions coming up, more stocks trading at technically discounted price, and we aiming for more trades as well. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.